And we're back on Flash.
No substance.
So today's top 5 is the top 5 martial arts movies with the upcoming Birth of a Dragon. It started getting us thinking about all of the freaking awesome martial arts movies out there. Now, you're going to probably hate us. You're probably going to be commenting, Chris, about all of the martial art movies that we're going to leave out.
Oh my God, there's going to be so many.
Yes, there's so many, and we love them all, and it's just, no disrespect, but there's just too many to name, actually. So forgive us for the top 5, but these are our top 5s. So Terrence, go first.
My heart was so torn writing this list. All right, so goodness, I can't believe I wrote 5 films and I had to leave. I wrote like 20 films down and I had to
I got an idea. Why don't we put 4 films on each one? 4 films at 5.
There you go. But here's my top 5 anyway.
All right, let's hear it.
Number 5.
Number 5.
I'm gonna go Hero.
Hero.
Have you ever seen Hero?
Yes, I've seen Hero.
Okay.
It's a lot like Crouching Tiger, actually.
It is a lot like Crouching Tiger. One of the things is that it's...
I saw it with you, dumbass.
Did you see it with me? I've seen it like a bunch of times. It was like, I don't remember. I've seen it with like everybody. So if you've seen that movie with me, put it down in the comments below. But the movie is so great with as far as the story aspect of it. Them telling like how he defeats people, the different color. They have a different color scheme for every fight.
Visually.
Yeah, it's great. Amazing. It stars Jet Li and Michelle Yeoh and some other people. I can't think of their names right now. But a bunch of it featured the cast of Crouching Tiger except for Chow Yun-Fat. He was the only one that wasn't in the film.
He was doing Hard Boiled.
He was doing Hard Boiled 4 or 3 or whatever. 2, Hard Boiled 2. But anyway, the movie visually is amazing. The fight scenes are amazing. The story was great. And unfortunately, I don't think there's an English dub of it. So if you're all right with watching subtitles, you need to see this film. All right.
I fell asleep.
All right.
On Crouching Tiger.
It's a great film. It's a great film.
Number 4.
Number 4. I had to put it in my top 5, and it was only one because I just recently rewatched the whole trilogy. But 2 is that it really is a martial arts film. Matrix. Matrix is a martial arts film.
It's more of science fiction, I think.
It is a martial arts science fiction film.
But you gave me crap for wanting to put Blade.
Blade is more of a superhero film than it is a martial arts film. He's the only one doing martial arts.
State your case.
My case is that
Matrix,
the agents do martial arts. All the agents do the martial arts. Everybody in the Matrix does martial arts. The thing starts with them learning martial arts. I'm going to learn Kung Fu. That was their whole big thing outside of the whole stop motion thing, or not stop motion, but the Matrix little slow-mo thing.
Yeah.
But every fight scene was martial arts.
And then when he fought Tilda Swinton,
and it was even
that was Morpheus.
And it was even Gung Fu, which if you want to pull it in the hard bowl, that could technically be considered, if you consider Gung Fu martial arts. It's Gung Fu, martial arts, and sci-fi, but the majority of the film is martial arts. So
okay.
Martial arts.
What do y'all think? Is it sci-fi or martial arts?
It's martial arts. It's martial arts. It counts.
All right.
Number 3. All right. So, and this one kind of, it's more of a recent film, but if you watch it now, this film will live on forever.
Okay.
The Raid. The first Raid. Man, you like Raid 2 better than the first Raid.
You know what? Honestly,
Raid 2 did so much more because it was outside and it was like the scenes you got to do different scenes. But the whole, the Raid 2, and just like we talk about Judge Dredd.
Well, Dredd is the Raid. Yeah. So, but a lot of the drug room scene was great. A lot of the hallway scenes were awesome.
He had to fight every floor up.
Game of Death.
And it was so brutal. That's what I mean. It was so brutal.
But great choreography.
Great choreography.
Amazing choreography.
Showed my 12-year-old that film. Yes, I'm a bad parent. Number 2. I debated because I didn't know if I wanted to put this as number 1 or number 2, but I moved it down because Enter the Dragon.
Enter the Dragon is number 2. I already know what your number 1 is from my heart.
Yes.
And for you to put Enter the Dragon second to that is freaking blasphemy.
No, it is not. No, it is not. On a strict martial arts film, Enter the Dragon was doing more things. One, Bruce wasn't a focus. And then if you look at John Saxon there. I'm mixing the people together. John Saxon's martial arts was bad. His martial arts was bad.
It was on the Dolomite level.
It was the Dolomite level all too. Man, I wouldn't be surprised if it was like assistant to Mr. Saxon, Dolomite. Come on, dude. And
you know, like that Rudy Ray Moore of Roundhouse.
His martial arts was so bad in that film. Bruce's was him and Bolo Young. Bolo Young was just like, Bolo, and he's just throwing,
Okay, what about brother, Jim Kelly?
Jim Kelly. He really only had one fight scene.
But he was good. He was better than Saxon.
He was way better than Saxon.
Saxon can't even beat Kruger.
Oh my God. He can't beat Kruger. That's very true.
Number one!
Fist of Legend.
Fist of Legend. Okay, you know what? I really thought you
was going for number one.
I thought you were going for Bloodsport.
I almost put Bloodsport on my list.
I really thought Bloodsport was gonna be your number one. That's why the Enter the Dragon pick was kind of pissing me off at 2. I will give you Fist of Legend. I will give you that.
Bloodsport almost actually made my list. It would be in my honorable mentions. There's reasons why it was gonna be in my honorable mentions, but Fist of Legend, one was a remake of a Bruce Lee film. It was a remake of Chinese Connection, and Bruce did a great film in Chinese Connection. But Fist of Legend, oh my God, took it to the next level. One, because they were able to do a little bit more in the fight scenes that Bruce could do.
Right.
His fight scenes were great.
They had a lot of wire work.
Yeah, and it was like they did so many other things in Fist of Legend that Bruce couldn't do in his time when this film came out. Fist of Legend just like, I'm gonna do what you did. I'm gonna carry the torch, and I'm gonna make it. So I'm gonna carry the torch, right? I'm gonna carry the torch, and I'm gonna make it so much better. I was gonna say baton, but I'm gonna carry the torch, and I'm gonna make this movie so much better to honor you, Bruce, because I don't want to do bad by you and remaking this film.
And Jet Li did exactly that.
He did a great. This is one of the things. It's like Jet Li had been in other films, and with your Lethal Weapon, but this is when I fell in love with Jet Li.
I thought it was the one.
No, I watched the one, and one is a fun movie, but I fell in love with him with Fist of Legend.
All right, my number 5 was Bloodsport.
I'm surprised you put that on your list. No Out for Justice, no Hard to Kill, no Mark for Death.
Because we're talking about martial arts. Yeah. And now, granted, those are martial arts. And you know what? Some of them actually did make my my honorable mentions. But those are more like action. Like action, there is not any...
he was the only one doing martial arts.
Right. And pretty much to your point earlier. But Jean-Claude Van Damme, that was one of his first movies after No Retreat, No Surrender. And that he was just freaking awesome. The fight scenes were great. Seeing the different styles, kind of like what the UFC started out to be, where they advertised it as style versus style, different styles. That's what the Kumite was in Bloodsport. Based on a true story. Frank Dukes held records for so long in the Kumite.
Fastest knockout, fastest kick knockout, fastest submission or something like it was like, if you look at the credits, all his records were right there, and I was like, wow.
Yeah, so perfect casting to have Jean-Claude Van Damme play Frank Dukes. I thought he did an amazing job until he got to Sudden Impact and just sudden death, and then just ruined the whole freaking thing. Sudden Death sucked. He sucked.
Sudden Death was not a bad film.
Sudden Death sucked. Double Team sucked.
Knockoff suck, or what was it?
The twin.
But we're not talking about. We're not talking about bad films. We're talking about good films.
Bloodsport, number 5. Number 4. Revenge of the Ninja.
Really?
Hell yeah. Shokatsugi. The freaking ninja himself. Absolutely freaking phenomenal. Now, granted, some of those fight scenes now, if you see it now,
it's dated. It's very dated. We're gonna talk about John Saxon and his Dolomite kick.
Yeah, but you know what? This one was just freaking awesome. Shokatsugi was just like one of my idols back in the day.
He was. It was like he was the ninja, just like we talk about with.
Now I feel bad putting it in there.
What?
I feel bad putting it in there because it is is dated.
It is.
But I love it. It's a favorite, so I can't help it. Number 3. Hitman.
What? Hitman.
Donnie Yen. Some of the best choreography.
No, it was. It was really great.
Freaking awesome.
It was really great.
And part 2 was just as good.
I thought they carried that series on a little bit too long, and I think 1 is where it should have stayed.
Well, nothing. You know what? 2 was all right. 3, when he's fighting Mike Tyson, now we got biting his ear. And, right.
Number 2.
Number 2 is The Raid 2.
Okay, you went to Raid 2.
I went Raid 2 because of the freaking kitchen fight.
Okay, the kitchen fight was amazing.
I went because it was nonstop. I saw no editing. I saw one fluid shot through the whole freaking thing. I don't even know how they edited that thing, but it was just like one thing after another, and both actors just like it was just dancing. It was just
wherever you are, can you edit for me because I need a break.
Yeah, but that kitchen fight was great. I ain't never seen anybody fight with hammers like that. Go and then she and the baseball bat.
No, like I said,
he F's them up pretty bad.
The Raid, the franchise for the Raid is built its legacy on being brutal in its fight scenes, and they went to the next level as for ensuring the brutality in the fight scenes in the Raid 2.
And that's why I think that one is freaking. I like beating the Raid.
I like the criminals in the tower, and I like
that too.
It was the King of New York, not the King of New York. It was the no, that's not what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of New Jack City of martial arts films. It's a New Jack City.
What was that place called?
What was it called?
The Cartier Hotel. What was that called? I don't know.
I'll put it down.
Put it down right there. All right. Number 1. Now, you're gonna give me so much.
Where's your list at right now? Go ahead.
Number 1 is Way of the Dragon, Return of the Dragon, where Bruce fights Chuck Norris.
That's your number 1.
That's my favorite. That is my favorite martial arts movie.
You didn't put Enter the Dragon on your list.
Return of the Dragon is my favorite martial arts movie for sentimental reasons.
That's the only part of the film.
It's the whole thing that when he's fighting him in the alleys.
Look, the Bruce and Chuck Norris fight was amazing.
He actually jumped up and kicked the lamp.
Did he really tear off the chest hair? Did he really tear off the chest hair?
It was his. It's just them fighting in the Roman Coliseum was just.
It was a great set.
Yes,
the pacing of the fight was amazing.
Humor, it was
but
funny.
that was the only thing about that film was that fight.
That's my favorite martial arts movie of all time. I don't know. I can't help it. Screw you.
All right. Honorable mentions. All right, honorable mention. We're gonna go 5 Deadly Venoms because I tried to show my kids that film. That film is an amazing film. It is an older film, but the fight scenes in that movie are just amazing. And like we were talking about with Bloodsport, we're talking about different styles. The movie is based on the different styles, and back in the day when they did martial arts films, when the styles are based on different animals and insects, stuff like that. Those are martial arts films that I really loved back then, and it's like, so you definitely got to go 5 Deadly Venoms. My other honorable mention, because I got a lot of them really, Bloodsport, definitely on there. I should say all of Jean-Claude Van Damme's films from the 80s. Not the 90s, from the 80s. We also got film Super Cop.
Lionheart sucked.
Shush. Super Cop, when Jackie Chan made his first movie, or not when he made his first movie, we got to debut here when he did the Police Story franchise, when he brought that to America. Right. And then also you got Once Upon a Time in China, when we were talking Jet Li. Those films are amazing. 1, 2, and 3. We talk about fight scenes and stuff like that, and you get to see him Shaolin Monk style with the bald head and everything. If you get a chance, watch those films.
My honorable mention starts with Above the Law.
Let's just name all of your Steven Seagal films. Let's
Above
just get
the
them out
Law,
the way.
Under Siege, Hard to Kill. No, I just like Above the Law. I mean, Under Siege is my favorite Seagal movie of all time, but I just like Above the Law.
Mark for Death. You can take it over Mark for Death.
Yes, I am.
You can take it over Hard to Kill.
Yes, I am. Chuck Norris, Silent Rage. I love that movie.
I love Silent Rage too. I actually love Silent Rage.
The Raid 1. Rumble in the Bronx.
Rumble in the Bronx.
Rumble in the Bronx was.
Rumble in the Bronx was his introduction to Police Story over here. Then they did Super Cop.
No, you were right.
Was it Super Cop? Okay.
Super Cop. But Rumble in the Bronx to me was, the story and all that was not that good, but the martial arts in that movie was.
Yeah.
He was so freaking awesome in that. So Rumble in the Bronx. And I have every time I have a bad day, I watch this movie, Kung Fu Hustle.
Why?
That movie is so damn funny.
It's a comedy.
I know, but the martial arts in it is great.
Oh, it's
but god dang it, that movie is so damn funny to me. It is so
like you got stuff like
hilarious.
Shaolin soccer. I don't like comedy kung fu.
I don't care.
That's not my deal.
I don't care. I love it. It was freaking hilarious. Anyway. Terrence, take us home.
All right. So with that being said, we know we missed a lot of martial arts films.
Yes, we Last Dragon. Bruce Leroy.
We didn't put Last Dragon as much as we talk about Last Dragon. We didn't put it on here. But make sure you add it in the comments below and you give us your top 5 martial arts films. You can blast us all you want to about the top 5. Look, the list is too long to put it in the top 5, but we had to pick 5, and those are the ones we pick. Make sure you put your list below. Make sure you like on this video, so that way, hopefully, we can maybe revisit this again. Another top 5, not including these 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, maybe something like that. And if you guys like this video, we'll do something like that. But also make sure you subscribe, so that way you know about all the other videos that are coming your way.
I can't believe we forgot Kill Bill too.
No. I had Kill Bill written down, but I said that
Forbidden Kingdom.
Uma Thurman was carried in that film.
Yeah, that's true. For Aston and Art, wherever they're at, I'm Manny.
I'm Terrence.
And we'll see you next time. All right, let's go. Ready?
God damn it, Usher, man. Damn. Huh?
Nobody's not married.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, but they told him you don't have to call.
You don't have to. It's okay. It's okay, girl. It's okay, girl.
Yeah, little.
I'm gonna be all right tonight.
Y'all are the worst. Gosh.